Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back. I hope you all are having a beautiful day thus far. Today we are going to be going over your general predictions for 2026. We're so focused on what you can expect for your career, your education, your friends, travel, things like that, your luck, experiences that you may be having. So yeah, that is what we're doing today. I will be doing a dedicated 2026 love predictions as well, but without further ado, here is a clip of your piles right now. All right, you guys, these are your three piles. We got group number 1 with the lapis lazuli, group number 2 with the selenite stick, and group number 3 with the moldavite. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one, maybe don't do that for this reading, but you're welcome to do so. All right, you've picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out the description box where I've left you timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, my dear, I will just see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. We are going to start off with our zodiac dice. We have Scorpio and Sagittarius. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. We've got Libra. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio. Just Scorpio. So the zodiac signs that have popped up: Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra. Okay. There may be more zodiac signs, you guys, that pop up in the cards, but stay tuned for that. If you're new here, the dice are extra, it's dessert. If you want a personal reading, check out the description box. I hold those usually on the 1st of every month. Can I please get a message for group number 1 on what is happening for them in 2026? What is expected for group 1? We're going to leave it right there for now. Okay. We're going to read the ones that are facing up before we dive into everything else. So the 9 of coins, you guys. For a lot of you, this is going to be representing you making a lot of money or having the potential to make a lot of money in 2026. For others of you, this could be investing in something really valuable in 2026 or putting effort, energy, focus on something that you believe has value. Now, I'm using my words carefully here. I want to be very clear that this is something. It doesn't necessarily have to be work. It doesn't have to be your education, although it could be. But this is something that you view as valuable or has potential for value that you're paying a lot of attention to. Again, a lot of you who are watching this as well, there are going to be improvements in your finances. Improvements could mean that you are getting a new job. Improvements could mean that you are putting away more money. Improvements could mean that you're winning money through gambling or through some type of, I was going to say retirement, not retirement. What am I trying to say? Inheritance, okay? Something like that could be occurring. We have the 4 of Swords as well, you guys. Now, this is restful energy. This is the energy taking time to breathe in, relax, rest. I'm going to be honest, guys, for a lot of you who picked pile 1, I don't feel like that is the energy for your 2026 at all. I feel like 2026 is going to be a very busy year for you, group 1. I feel like 2026 is going to be a very active year for you. So I am kind of surprised that this energy is showing up. Perhaps this is a reminder for those of you while things are getting hectic and crazy to make sure you are still taking time to rest. Make sure that you are still taking care of yourself, nourishing yourself. I am going to circle back to this later on because I do want to see if I'm correct about how busy this year feels energetically. We have the Hermit here, you guys. Now, what I think is interesting about this is also a very restful-ish card. This is referencing going within and doing a lot of introspective work, looking at yourself, reflecting on yourself and your decisions. For some of you, you could be going through or ending your Saturn return. That is very possible as well, that you are just reflecting upon the last 3 years, the last 3+ years, or perhaps reflecting on your adulthood in general and making adjustments here. Okay. We have the Ruler of Swords. So this is the King of Swords. I am reading this, you guys, as you working harder, you working smarter, not harder. You approaching 2026 through the lens of I am going to be very intentional about where I'm placing my energy. I'm going to be very intentional about the people I am allowing within my circle. I am going to be very intentional about the music I'm listening to, the social media posts that I'm engaging with, the things I'm buying. To me, this feels like intent, an intention to progress us forward with what we are wanting to accomplish in the new year, okay? This is giving me very much like I'm running a strict program in 2026. It doesn't feel like you are allowing yourself to be lenient. It feels like you are really trying to harness your energy and focus on becoming disciplined in particular areas. And for a lot of you, this is going to be in the area of money, in the area of wealth, okay? So you're focused on the bag. You're focused on accumulating stability on a financial level. The fact that you have the 9 of coins and the 10 of coins, this is a business-oriented, work-oriented year, okay? Now, outside of work, for those of you who have, right, you're like, Cenus, I have a 9 to 5 and I don't have a side hustle, or I don't have this, I don't have that, right? Totally hear you, totally get that. I'm still seeing this as you taking your money and saying, hey, instead of going and buying a new bag or a new car or a new phone or a new this or a new that, instead of doing that, I'm going to save my money and perhaps invest it in stocks or invest it in property, invest it in something that is going to increase in value over time. This could even, you guys, and I want to be so clear about this could even be investing in yourself. I think the best investment anyone can make is the investment into themselves. That goes for perhaps your physical appearance, if you make money through your physical body. Could also be investing in your education, which I think is always a great decision or a great thing to pursue, especially if you are very certain about what you are wanting to do or you feel confident in what you're wanting to pursue with an education. But this is an investment, you guys. So you are investing money, time, and energy into something that you believe is going to grow. And for a lot of you, this is going to pay off. I want to circle back to this 4 of Swords, okay? Like I said, I feel like the reason this is here, you guys, it's not because this is going to be a restful year. It's going to be because you are restricting yourself regarding like having fun. Like this isn't going to be a year of, woo, we're going to go out and party. We're going to go and travel. We're going to be in the streets. No, like you're going to be at work clocked in. This is a year of being clocked in, group number 1, okay? We have the 2 of coins as well, and this is creating balance. This is creating more balance, more harmony within your day-to-day. Perhaps having a lot on your plate and feeling slightly overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Okay. Can we please get a focus for group 1 on 2026? That did not just fall on the floor. Okay. I also want to state this, you guys. We do have a lot of air sign energy here. So Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, hello. And we also have Virgo, so hello. Energy. And again, guys, this energy is showing up not because you are going to be having a restful year, but because it's going to require a lot of energy for you to accomplish the things that you are setting out to accomplish. We have luck here. So I do want you guys to be aware of that what you are trying to pursue is going to require a little bit of luck. Be patient is what I will say for you guys, group number 1. If you pick this pile, I do believe luck is on your side. I do believe that you have the ability to harness this luck for your benefit, but I think you need to be patient. Like if you're not achieving all of your goals by July, I don't want you to just throw the entire year away. I want you to continue pushing forward, continue putting energy and effort, focus on your dreams, on your goals. Don't give up halfway through the year. I do think that's where a lot of people end up not achieving what they want to achieve because they give up or because they become very stubborn in what they are envisioning or how they want to get to where they want to get. You have communication here as well. Very interesting. This could be positive or progressive communication, you guys, regarding, again, what you are setting out or what you are planning for the upcoming year. I am such a ding dong for putting the cards right where the mic is. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. Give me like... There. Okay. Can I please get a message for group 1? Yeah. I love this card. This is my favorite card. It makes me so happy every time I get to see it. But we'll start off with strength. This says, this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in the situation. So again, some of you guys are going through some type of life lesson or hurdle. This hurdle is making you stronger, okay? This hurdle is providing you with strength, with knowledge, with the ability to push forward later on. I do feel, again, for some of you, it's very interesting to me the way this energy is showing up. For some of you, this is like you're about to climb a mountain, and for others of you, you're coming down off of the mountain. You are in a transitional period where things have been really difficult, or you've been learning a lot of lessons, and you are now going to move forward in a way that is a bit more gentle. And again, others of you are gearing up for this challenge or gearing up for this mountain that you are about to climb. We have freedom. Live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. You are becoming more independent through your financial status, okay? By the way that you are able to save, by the way you are investing in yourself and your future, you are obtaining more freedom, okay, group number 1. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be perhaps freedom from your parents, freedom from a relationship that you're unhappy with, freedom maybe even with your work schedule, right? Like if you're somebody where you're like, I hate having to go to work every day and do things exactly when somebody else is telling me to do it. Perhaps you are pursuing something in a more independent way, or something in a more like where you're able to make your own schedule, or where you're able to have more of a say in what you are doing on a day-to-day basis. But I do feel like, again, the focus for 2026 is this feeling of freedom. And I feel the need to bring this up as well, guys. I don't like talking about health related things. That's including child rearing, that's including like weight loss or weight gain or whatever. It makes people uncomfortable, and I feel like it's impossible for me to share a full stream of thought in a reading. So what I will say with this, for some of you, you have felt restricted physically, okay? You have felt restricted, like, oh, I can't do this because I still need to lose 20 pounds, or I can't do this because I don't A, B, and C, fill in the blank, okay? I do believe that you are going to see movement or progression physically that is going to provide you more momentum or the ability to feel more free, okay? We have Magique here. This is make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. And again, in group number 1, you guys are lucky because you are the group that has luck and magic on your side. So I do want you guys to expect this. Don't rely on it. Don't sit around and do nothing for the entire year because you're like, well, luck is on my side, magic is with me. You still have to get up and like do something. But I do believe that you will see momentum in a lucky way as well. Like things are going to progress for you because of hard work, but also because there's a little bit of, again, whimsy, woo-woo on your side. With that, we'll move on to the next deck. Can I please get a message for group number 1? My cats are going insane. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they are fighting to the death right now. We have a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Do you feel like I need to turn down? There we go. There we go. So with this, I find this really interesting. For some of you, this is going to be, again, pursuing your education in a more serious manner or in a more permanent or official manner. For others of you, this is very much representing like trusting your soul, trusting your spirit to guide you. And what I mean by that is I do think that there's going to be transitional decisions that are coming up for you, group number 1. And it may be a bit scary and you're like, ooh, am I making the right choice by moving across the country? Am I making the right choice by ending this relationship? Am I making the right choice by adopting this dog? Am I making the right choice by having a baby? Like, should I get married? Should I leave what I'm doing for work? Should I start over? Like, there is almost this feeling of, ooh, am I doing the right thing? And I think that this card, this child of the cosmos, is here to say, like, trust yourself. You got this. We have the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. ooh, you're so focused on yourself, group number one, and you're focused on what you're trying to accomplish in 2026. I don't think you have any room to carry anybody else's stuff, to carry anybody else's trauma, to carry anybody else's issues on your back this year. I do really think that the most productive or the most valuable use of your time in 2026 is to pour energy into you, to pour energy into things that make you happy. And if you don't know what makes you happy, group number one, that is going to be the challenge of this upcoming year. Nobody can give you that answer. Nobody can grant you the understanding or the knowledge of what is gonna make you happy. Like, you have to be the one to seek that. That is your job in this life, is to seek what brings you fulfillment, is to seek what brings you happiness. And the only way you're going to find that, if you don't already know what it is by trying new things, by putting yourself in unfamiliar situations. You're not going to find it doing what you're currently doing, right? If you haven't found it yet, you're not going to find it doing what you're currently doing. You have to change up your energy. You have to change up what you're pursuing or what you're surrounding yourself with. Okay, final deck. Can I get a message for group? Ooh. So again, some of you are starting your Saturn return. Some of you are ending your Saturn return. Others of you are perhaps having more minor reviews, but I am seeing this for all of you who picked group number one as, right, representing looking back on the past few years and trying to take something positive from that, or trying to take some type of understanding from that on how you want to pursue moving forward. How you want to pursue your happiness, your love life, your career, your education, whatever it is, your life moving forward. This is just a review, okay? We do have love here. Now, Venus, you guys, also does represent abundance and feeling comfortable and surrounding yourself with beautiful things. But it does also represent love. So because that's here, let's go ahead and pull one single love deck. And obviously, you guys come back if you want a love reading on 2026. I will be filming that hopefully this week. Can I get a message for group number one on what is expected for their love life in 2026? What is expected? We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. Fantastic. So for those of you who are watching in 2025, it's very possible you will be getting engaged next year, whether you're single or in a relationship. If it's not a full-on engagement, it could be, right, entering into a connection where there is higher levels of commitment. That could be moving in together. That could be getting married. That could be having a baby. That could be a variety of different things, but higher levels of commitment regarding your love life. I want to see what the most important month for you guys is going to be in 2026 as well. Most important month. The time is now. Okay, so for everything that we have talked about, you guys, the time is now to act on these things. The time is now. Don't wait for New Year's. Don't wait for January 1st. Start now. Okay, give it time. It's in the works. So we do not have a month. Let's see if we can get a month via the moon cards. What is going to be the most important month for group? What is going to be the most important month? Oh, okay. Sagittarius. So the end of November / December of next year could be very important for you, group number one. But happy birthday, by the way. I'm Sagittarius. Love you so much. But with the full moon in Sag, I find this interesting. This could be indicating, again, growing, expanding financially, expanding what you're doing for your career. For some of you, this is representing travel. It would be most likely international travel or long distance travel. Getting out of your comfort zone in 2026 is a massive, massive, I would say high point for your year. I do feel like a lot of you are pushing yourselves to explore things outside of the realm of your comfort zone. And this is going to benefit you guys, group number one, okay? This is going to benefit you. Then we have you're very close to achieving your goals. We've got a gibbous moon. And last but not least, we have take time to breathe out. And again, I think this is simply a reminder that it's okay to take time to rest, to breathe, to recharge. This is going to be a very busy and active year for you, group number 1. I do think a lot of things are moving in a good direction for some of you. In order for things to grow, certain things may have to fall apart, but I feel like by the end of 2026, you're going to look back and be like, wow, I went through a lot, but I'm happy with where I'm at, or I see the improvement. I see the progress that I've made from this year to this year, or from January to December. So I am very excited for you, group number 1. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and that is all I've got. So bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac dice. We have Cancer, just Cancers. Hello, my beautiful water babies. We have Libra and Cancer. Hello, Libra. Hello, Cancer. We have Aries and Leo. Okay. Aries, Leo, Libra, and Cancer. Hello, hello, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you're new here, the dice are extra. It's dessert. If your sign didn't pop up, it's not that serious. I just like to use that as extra confirmation. Also, if you are looking for a personal reading, you guys, I do provide those once a month on my Etsy shop. So please check that out if you are interested. Can I please get a message for group 2 on what is expected for 2026? Predictions for 2026 for group 2. What's happening? What are the main points? We're going to read everything that is facing us first. So these 3 cards will be saved for later. Okay. So we are making plans for our future in 2026. Did I say 2022? I hope not. I don't know why that is like ringing in my mind, if I just said that or what. But in 2026, there are new doors opening. And I believe that because of these 2 cards here. Now, I do believe this is something that we have planned for, okay, group 2. I do believe this is something that we have planned for. I believe this is something we're going to be really excited about. I'm not exactly sure what this plan is, though. I'm not exactly sure where this is going. I'm just seeing new opportunities, new doors opening for you, and it's something that you are anticipating. It's something that you planned. So we're going to dive into that a little bit more in a second. We do have the moon here. And the thing that concerns me when the moon shows up in a reading like this, it concerns me because it is letting us know that there is something about the next year that you are not anticipating, right? So what is that saying? It's like, oh, we make plans and the universe laughs or God laughs or whatever, however that saying goes. This is almost kind of the energy that I'm getting. It feels like I have plans to start a family. I have plans to buy a house. I have plans to move out of my parents. I have plans to buy a new car or whatever. Fill in the blank. I have plans for this, okay? And you are moving in that direction, right? You're getting the new car. You're moving out of your parents. You're starting your family. You're going to college, right? Whatever it is you're doing or whatever it is you're planning, you are doing it. But there is an aspect to this plan that you aren't seeing clearly. And it almost feels like you're walking into something a little bit unprepared. So, okay. We have the Conqueror of Wands. Again, this isn't telling me anything new. I've already stated. So sorry, group 2. Anyways, we have the Conqueror of Wands. The Conqueror of Wands is a card that is referencing, again, being excited, moving forward, nothing new. We've already spoken about this energy. I want to see what else is showing up. We have the 9 of Cups. So again, you have made plans. You are moving in the direction of your plans. Like you are achieving your goals. You are pulling the trigger on the things that you have planned. You are moving forward, okay? Fantastic. You're happy. You're happy. This is something that you're happy about. And then we have the 8 of Cups. You're also walking away from something at the same time, which isn't surprising to me, right? Like for those of you where, again, you're like moving into your first apartment or your first flat alone. That's something that you're planning for. You obviously have to walk away from your current living situation in order to make that work. For those of you who are making career changes or moves to perhaps increase your money or how much you are producing, you obviously have to leave behind an aspect of what you were doing previously in order to do that. So the Eight of Cups isn't that big of a deal to me. I think what I'm concerned about is, number one, what are you guys moving towards? I still don't understand that. And also, what are you not seeing about this plan? So can I get the details? Ooh. I think actually I want to use the oracle cards for that question. I want to address this moon. Can I please get a message on why the moon is here? What is... something that's holding us back. What is holding us back, though? It's something we can't see. Again, something we can't see is holding us back. What is that? Something from our past? Oh. Dang. So, for those of you where you are making different financial moves, oh my gosh, I feel like this is going so deep. Okay. For some of you, you're applying for like a loan, or you're signing up again to like go to university, to buy a home, to get an apartment, to get a new car. For some of you, it may even have to do with like modifying your physical appearance, right? But I do feel like there is a significant amount of money being spent on what it is you're trying to pursue. And I almost feel like for some of you, there is, I don't want to call it like a penalty, but there's something that you're not seeing, something that you owe that you are unaware of as of right now, or something that you have overlooked that is going to make it perhaps a little bit challenging or it's going to make it less smooth for you to move forward with your plans, okay? Again, I would almost see this as like an unpaid bill, but it's like not intentional, or it is a speeding ticket and you were unaware that you didn't fully like close that out or take care of it. It feels like something like that, something that it's literally not even in our mind that this is an issue. And then we're going and we're pursuing this. We're like, oh, I'm going to go and get a new apartment, or I'm moving out of my parents for the first time. And then they run your credit and then there's something wrong, or there's like something that you have missed, a payment that you have missed that's affecting this. I still do believe that you guys are going to be able to, again, move forward with what it is you're pursuing, but there's almost like a little hiccup. For others of you, this could be applying to, I don't know if it's like applying for residency or something like that. When I say residency, I mean like moving from one country to another, or potentially even like literal medical residency. But it to me, I'm reading this as we have plans. We are moving forward with these plans, and what we can't see is something that we did in our past that is now impacting our ability to move forward. And I do believe it has a connection to money, okay? Okay. All right, we have leadership here. So I think that this is very general though, you guys, right? I think that this is obviously just referencing being in a position where you are perhaps holding more responsibility, being in a position where you have to take on more responsibility, being in a position where other people are looking to you for advice or for guidance. I don't think that's telling us a whole lot about this upcoming year, other than, again, taking on more responsibility. We have affection here. And transition. This transition does feel prevalent. I also want to point out the fact that we do have that Cancerian energy, and Cancer energy seemed very, very prevalent for this particular group. I will say this, you guys, if you're not a Cancer, I do think it's very likely that you are exhibiting the energy of the cardinal signs, okay, which is Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, right? Libra, yes. So embracing that energy or taking on that energy. Cardinal signs don't sit around and wait for things to get done, okay? Cardinal signs don't wait around and go, gee, I really wish that my new bookshelf could be built. If only I had someone else here to help me, or if only I had whatever, right? A cardinal sign's gonna be like, oh no, I'm gonna do this myself. I'm gonna figure this out. It's very much the energy of I'm going to do what I have to do to get to where I have to go, period. I would say, specifically with Capricorn and Aries, very aggressively going after what you want. I do think Cancer does it in a little bit more of a manipulative way, and I mean that with love. I am a Cancer. I have a lot of Cancer in my chart. Anyways, moving forward, can we please get some messages for group? Okay. Oh, we have believe in the impossible. This is a blue moon, you guys. So something rare. Again, I almost feel like what you're trying to accomplish or what you're trying to pursue, it's like we're doing it, we're excited, we're like, oh, I can't wait for this new beginning. And then again, that credit report comes back, or that unexpected bill comes back, or whatever it is that's blocking us from our past. And we're like, crap, am I gonna be able to do this? Am I gonna be able to move forward? It feels scary. Believe in the impossible. I do think things are going to work out. Things are working out in your favor. You will be able to resolve, again, that unpaid bill or that traffic ticket or whatever it may be. We have a win-win outcome as forecast. Again, Libra energy, cardinal sign energy. I feel confident for the vast majority of you who picked pile number 2 that a win-win is going to be the outcome for you in 2026. If anything, the issue with the moon that I'm seeing, it feels more like a delay, or it feels more like, oh, this is really freaking stressful. I wish this wasn't happening, but I think you guys are going to figure it out. Okay. The reason as well, I want to say this, the reason I think you guys are going to figure it out is because we have so many cards here that feel very energetic, feel very excitable and willing to push forward, right? So many energetic cards that have shown up for you guys. So that is why I'm not just saying this to be positive. I'm not just saying this to be like, oh, I think it's going to work out. I actually do think things are going to work out based on the energy that is showing up or presenting itself right now. Can I please get a message for group 2 on what they can expect for 2020? Oh, what did I say? Energetic. There's a lot of energetic energy here for you guys, group 2. Mars is such an exciting energy. This is beautiful. So again, cardinal sign energy, Aries. Hello, hello, hello. Pushing through difficulty. This is war. Okay, guys. Now, as somebody who does not believe in war, like I don't think that we should ever have war throughout the world. I feel like we as humans should evolve past that. I do believe in aggression, and I do believe in being aggressive in order to get to where you want to go. And I think that that's okay. I think aggression is fine. I don't think violence is fine, but aggression is fine. Assertiveness is fine. With this, I'm very much reading this Mars energy as you guys having this like fire within you that is propelling you, pushing you, motivating you forward. I do feel like for a lot of you who picked this pile, the things that are coming up to kind of like, delay you, I don't believe that these things are like dousing your fire. I think if anything, it feels motivating. It's like, oh, you're trying to stand in my way. You're trying to stop me. Now I'm going to make sure that I get to where I want to go. Now I'm going to make sure that I move out, or I get that new job, or that I get the new car, or whatever it is. So motivation, and I think motivation in a very aggressive way, is what you guys can expect, the energy you guys can expect for 2026. I love this as well. We have Jupiter benefits. This is Jupiter benefits, Jupiter return. This is benefits. So representing luck, expansion, money, you guys. So I love that this has shown up for you, group number 2. And I do think that this is representing you guys moving in a very abundant energy in 2026. I do believe for a lot of you, this has to do with how much money you're making, but more importantly, what you are spending that money on and how you are using the money that you are obtaining to improve your life. And then we have Scorpio. Scorpio, I love you so much. I'm very biased when it comes to Scorpios. I just love you. With this is very, very much representing things are going to get a little chaotic. The majority of my chart is in Scorpio. This is the energy of accepting change, quite literally. Like there's nothing you can do about it except the change that is coming. If you allow what is changing, or if you allow what is evolving around you to just evolve and you do not resist, better outcomes are waiting for you, okay? The more you resist this Scorpio energy, the less you will benefit. The less you will benefit. I think embracing change, embracing the transition that you are about to go through is what is leading you to this abundance, what's leading you to this growth, to this expansion, to this luck, okay? I don't feel like I've used this description for a while, but I do very much see Scorpio energy, or the transition of Scorpio, to be very similar to Devil's Snare. If any of you guys are Harry Potter fans, relaxing into this and allowing yourself to just go through the transition is the safest way to get through it. The more you resist, the more harm that will come to you, or the less satisfying outcome will occur. Can I please get a message for... Wow. The way that those came up, that felt so love it. So we have intention, okay? Be clear and decisive, focus on what you really want, be bold with your request to the universe. So group number 2, what I will say about 2026 is this is not a year for you guys to play it safe, okay? This is not a year for you guys to play it small, to play it safe, to do the comfortable option. This is going to be a beautiful year for you to leap. This is going to be a beautiful year for you to take really, really big risks. I do believe that it will benefit you to put yourself in uncomfortable positions, okay? We also have leadership. So step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. This is calling for you guys to step up. Nobody is going to make 2026 a good year for you other than yourself. If you are going to sit around and be like, I'm just going to write in my manifestation journal and wait for things to get better. Things aren't getting better, babe. You got to get up. You have to be this person in your life. You have to be the leader that you are seeking. You have to be the person who's initiating the action. That is the only way that you are going to get here. That is the only way you are going to get the benefit that you are seeking. Now, we have courage as well, and it says you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Interesting. Some of you guys may feel a bit controlled by fear, and this is completely reasonable, you guys. Fear is a natural emotion, right? Fear is your brain just trying to keep you safe. So it's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel hesitant when it comes to putting yourself in uncomfortable or unfamiliar situations. But I want you guys to keep in mind that the only way for you to have a successful, happy, abundant 2026 is to embrace all of this powerhouse energy. That is the way that you get through this year and feel successful. Okay, let's get a few more cards. I do towards the end. I think we have one more deck after this. After that, I do want to go ahead and try to pull a month that is going to be most significant for you guys. Can I please get a message? So again, this is the moon. I know it's the clouds, but it's the moon, right? The moon is representing what? Not being able to see clearly. The clouds are representing not being able to see clearly. I want you guys to know that as you move ahead, you don't have all the information, and that's okay. I don't want the fear of what could come up again to stop you from moving forward. We have the fox. I do see this as encouragement to make wise decisions, okay? Again, I don't think it is necessarily in your best interest to play it safe, but it's also not in your best interest to be reckless. So be sly like the fox. The sickle showing up is interesting to me. I do believe that we are leaving behind last year's growth, right? We are cutting away things that are no longer going to be beneficial for us in this upcoming season. I think that's all that is representing. Moving forward to our last deck, can I get a message for group number 2 on what they can expect for 2026? Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, I guess that one too. Okay. So we have fall into my arms. This is surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Extremes of life is interesting to me. I'm almost reading that group number 2 as embracing the extremes, right? 2025 may have been a really bad year for you guys, and hearing this may be like, there's no way 2026 is going to be this great. I want you guys to keep in mind again that you can be the one who is driving your own ship. You can transition from a really crappy year and have the best year of your life. I do think that this is very much like the ball feels like it's in your court, group 2. We have forge, don't follow. The message for you guys, again, take nothing else. If you don't want to take anything else that I'm saying, you are the leader of 2026. You have to be the one who steps up and who leads for yourself. So forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Leadership has shown up so much for you guys. We have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Again, this year may have been very difficult. The past 3 years may have been very difficult. I do believe that this upcoming year, 2026, is going to be significantly improved for you. We have the great severing, okay? This is Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So like I said, guys, I do think conflict is productive. I do think being angry or being motivated by anger is productive. I don't think that you should ever act violently, obviously. But for some of you, like, this is where you are going to find your power. This is where you are going to find your strength, your motivation, is through your anger, through being fed up, through feeling fed up. And then the last one we have for you is you got the love. This is codependency, boundaries. Interesting, you guys. You have got the love. I want to go ahead and pull one love oracle card and see if we can have that connected to this last card here. Okay. We have trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith and stay optimistic about your love life. So I'm going to be honest, group number 2. It's not that I don't see anything happening for you in your love life, but I do think that the source of love, the greatest source of love that you are experiencing in 2026 is coming from you. I think that you are the reason that you are experiencing love and happiness in 2026. I don't think this is stemming from, right, like Prince Charming coming in and saving you. So, which makes sense, I think, with everything else, right? Like, you are leading how 2026 is going. You are in charge of this. So with that, I do want to go ahead, you guys, again, and see if we can get anything on a timeline. Next year looks promising. Again, group 2, I do believe this upcoming year is going to be rather powerful for you. Can I get one more? Time is frozen. It's so interesting because I have gotten maybe like a foot of snow today. It's kind of crazy. So with that, I do believe take the rest of the year to rest. Take the next few weeks, few days to rest. If you're in 2026, babe, it's too late. It's time to put your foot on the gas and go. But if you're watching this towards the end of December, definitely take the next few days or the next week to relax, to enjoy the holidays, to enjoy the peace of winter. Next year's going to be quite intense, and I think it's going to be intense in a really positive way for you. I think that you are stepping into a position of leadership, and you are going to be in a position where you are able to create more positive outcomes or more positive results for yourself. So that is what I have for you guys. Group number 2, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I've got. So bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We will start off with our zodiac dice. We have Taurus and Aquarius. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra and Virgo. Hello, Libra. Hello, Virgo. Aquarius and Aries. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. With that being said, let's start our shuffle. If you guys do want a personal reading, I do have those available at the first of every month, usually, unless I am out of town or I have company. So yeah, if you want that, check that out in the description box. Can I please get a message on what can be expected for group 3? What is their 2026 gonna look like? What are the main themes of 2026 for group 3? Okay. You guys are making some serious commitments, I believe, in 2026. We have the Four of Wands, which could be a commitment. Some of you guys could be getting married or engaged in 2026. Others of you could be signing contracts such as like university contracts. So sorry, there's a hair in my mouth. University contracts. Maybe you guys are buying a property or getting a new flat or apartment, and that could be a contract that you're signing. This is going to be something that's exciting. This is going to be something that you are looking forward to, something to celebrate, something you are like, woo, this is fantastic. So, love. We have the Four of Cups, which is offers we don't know if we want to take, which is interesting to me. I'm not necessarily sure how relevant that is in the grand scheme of things, right? If somebody approaches you and they go, hey, can I have your number? And you're like, you kind of look like a frog. No, thank you. That's fair, right? But like, do we need to note that? I don't know. We have the Sovereign of Coins. So I do believe that for those of you who are single, especially, you are going to be really balanced in the way that you are approaching your personal life, your dating life, and also your work. So that is really positive. This is showing ambition and drive when it comes to work. This is showing ambition and desire to achieve your goals. This is also like still taking time to spend time with your friends, your family, to put effort towards your dating life or towards your relationship. So balance. The Devil is here. Hello, Capricorn. I love you so much. You are literally like what holds me together. I don't love this. I don't love this the most because here's the thing, guys. The Devil's very intense. And sometimes he shows up and I'm like, this isn't that bad. And other times I'm like, it could be better. So I don't love that this is showing up to represent 2026 for you guys, because overall what I take from this is 2026 is going to be a year that's very intense. It's going to be a year perhaps where you are expressing things in a very passionate way. You are having very passionate experiences, which can be really good, but also it could be really bad. So, and again, there is almost this energy of not permanence in 2026, but there's this energy of like making really serious commitments, signing contracts, or making decisions that are going to be long-term. Okay. Sometimes, you guys, this could also be representing a need to like face certain addictions or certain like difficulties or things that I guess the reason why I'm not necessarily wanting to use the word addiction is because people hear that and they go, oh my God, alcohol, drugs, and it doesn't necessarily need to be like a substance or an adult beverage. It could be other things that could be more sinister, right? Things that could be more lighthearted, but that could be being addressed in 2026 as well. And this is what I don't want it to be, but we do have the Lovers here, you guys. And this just reads as like a toxic relationship. When the Devil's here and then the Lovers are here, this just reads as a toxic relationship and needing to like choose yourself. I don't know. I don't want that to be the case. I'm going to ask for confirmation on the Devil and the Lovers. We have the Ruler of Cups. This is emotional maturity, a need to exhibit emotional maturity and to act in an emotionally mature way. And I really don't like this either. The Ten of Wands is having a lot of heaviness on our back. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to break this down because I don't want this to be scary. I don't want you guys to go into the new year with like, oh, what is happening? So let's break it down and try to understand why the Ten of Wands is here and why the Devil is here. Can I please have a better understanding? We have the Sovereign of Cups. I don't want to accept that, you guys, because all that's telling me is that there is, again, this has to do with something that we're emotionally attached to. Our intuition is perhaps screaming at us about this situation. I want more information on the Devil, please. More. Something that has to be wrapped up. The High Sage, this is good and bad. Duality, lessons. Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to tell you how it is. I think the Devil is representing an unhealthy attachment that you have, and I don't know if this is to a friend, to a man, to a woman that you're involved with romantically, a job that is a toxic environment, maybe someone in your family is super toxic and you need to get away from them. But I think intuitively, if you're listening to this group 3, you know what I'm talking about, or you have an idea of who I'm talking about or what situation I'm talking about. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't think that you should continue giving that person or that situation your energy. And I do think that finding a peaceful way to wrap up that cycle is within your best interest in order to have a year that is productive. Now, I do want to go ahead and get that 10 of Wands. Ooh, okay. 6 of Coins. Oh, this is like borrowing money. This is borrowing money or having a debt that we have to pay. And when I say a debt we have to pay, I don't know if it's like through a bank or a loan company or something like that. But I think it might be like a personal loan or like a personal, not an official personal loan, but like borrowing money from a family member or borrowing money from a friend or something like that. Maybe even, right, just credit card debt. The 6 of Coins is generosity and somebody being generous with us. Why would that cause stress? Why would that cause heaviness on our backs? It's because we then feel like we owe this person something or we owe something. Whether that is literally like, oh, I owe you money back. Sorry, guys. Or I owe you like a favor, something like that. It feels like somebody's helping you out or doing something kind for you. But there's like an attachment to that. It's like yes, I'll do this for you, but you have to do this for me. Can I get more information? The Sovereign of Swords is asking you to embrace your independence and to remove those that need to be removed. Okay. Can I please have a message for group number 3? We have Goddess, you guys. This is honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. We have Balance here as well. This is take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. So make sure that you're still taking time to pour into your personal life. Don't completely allow yourself to be consumed by work. We have Delight, count your blessings, enjoy life, take pleasures in the simple things, always expect the best. Friendship, seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. So your social life, group number 3, may be very abundant in 2026. I will say this, I do think that there are relationships that you are closing out either prior to 2026 or in the beginning of 2026. And then we have Intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. This is what I'm going to say. I don't like going against the cards, you guys, but the reality is if you are using divination tools, but you already have like a gut feeling on a situation or you already have a desired outcome in mind, like your divination tools aren't going to be the most effective thing, right? So it's not that I'm saying like don't, but also if your intuition, if your natural intuition is just saying, hey, this isn't a good idea, or this person's not good for you, or this situation is no longer productive for you, I think it's okay to choose to walk away. And I don't think that you necessarily need to keep hammering away at like, is this the right decision? Is this the right decision? I think that it's okay to trust yourself. Okay. I also want to say this, you guys, I take what I'm saying to you is how I would approach the situation, right? if in my mind I already have an idea of what I want the outcome to be, I'm not going to pull tarot cards or oracle cards on myself. Like, I'm just not going to do that, because the reality is I'm going to look at that. I'm going to be like, no, like, I'm going to shuffle it again, or I'm going to seek out another opinion. And I just think that you can get caught in a loop with doing that. Can I get a message for group? So again, it's going to be a very passionate year. That is exciting. Okay, a lot of passion for you guys, group number 3. I do think it's going to be a year of healing and strength, though. I do think that there are relationships that you are healing from in 2026. There are situations you're healing from in 2026. Things that you're moving on from. And that's okay. Okay. Can we please get a message for group number 3 on what can be expected for 2026? What is expected? So the answers you need are coming. So some of you guys are seeking clarity on specific situations, and I do believe that as time goes on, you will receive answers regarding these specific situations. I also think it's important to be patient and wait. Pushing for an answer prior to it being ready, I don't think is very effective. And what I mean by that, right, in order to receive an answer, somebody has to make their mind up. So you guys could be pushing for answers on something where someone has not yet made up their mind. Your commitment is being tested. I do think 2026 is going to it's going to test your commitment or test your desire for particular outcomes. A new start is coming. And the thing about a new start, you guys, is oftentimes like it's scary, right? Prior to experiencing the fresh start, prior to experiencing the new beginning, usually things have to change in order to have a new beginning. It's very difficult to welcome in a new beginning when things are remaining stagnant or familiar or the same. And I think people oftentimes they'll be like, I want my life to change. I want things to evolve. I want things to be exciting again, or I want new opportunities. But then they don't consider the fact that in welcoming in those new opportunities, welcoming in that change, you do have to let go of things that you are familiar with. And sometimes that could be a really scary thing to like grapple with, right? Okay. Can I have Jupiter with abundance here, you guys. So you guys will be experiencing growth in 2026. You guys will be experiencing a bit of luck. But the most important thing, again, I think is the fact that you are expanding so much. The fact that you are experiencing growing pains in 2026. And I'm seeing it more so like that than something that is just straight out, flat out negative, right? Sometimes we release things, or we go through breakups, or we lose our job, or we transition in some way, and it's sad, and it's like, I missed that, or I did this without wanting it, or I did this and I don't feel like I got anything out of it. But for you guys, I do feel like this transition, this change that's occurring, this release of the devil is a positive thing for you, and I do think it's leading to more happiness. I do think that your emotions are going to be significantly heightened in 2026. You're going to be going through the motions of experiencing really, really strong emotions. It's a passionate year for you guys. We do have the 6th house of routine. So take a look at what your routine is right now, group number 3. I believe that by next year, your routine is going to be completely different. I believe that your life is going to look completely different than how it looks right now. And for a lot of you, that's going to be a good thing. It may take until this time next year for you to be able to look back and be like, oh yeah, like that ended up working out, or I'm happy that things did change. But your routine is definitely going through a transition, or it's growing in some way. We have a grand trine of blessings. We have the Grand Cross Provoker. And we have Yod with destiny. So what I think is really interesting, you guys, is the fact that in the beginning of this reading, we have so many cards representing like stress and a need to release something toxic, experiencing heightened emotions, feeling very passionate. And I feel like as we are winding down on this reading, we're seeing messages that are representing like this is a part of your destiny. And what is happening to you, what's provoking you to change is leading to blessings. And it may not feel that way in the moment. It may not feel the most comfortable while you are going through, right, releasing the devil or removing your attachments. But I think as you push through that, it's going to feel more comfortable. Can I have a message for group? You guys got the stars, which makes me so happy. I do believe this is representing like the possibilities that are ahead for you, group number 3. And then we have the tree, which is a feeling of stability, a feeling of being rooted, grounded with where you are at. And I do believe, based on what I'm seeing, group 3, that you guys, again, by the end of next year, you're going to feel very stable, very grounded. Okay. Can we please get a message for group? Oh, okay. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Again, I did say earlier that I believe your friendships are going to be improving, or you are going to be making more friends in 2026, which is exciting. I think friendship is one of the most important relationships. Our friends are some of the most important people in our lives. And I think building strong friendships is really important. And if you don't feel like you have a group of people, or even just 1 or 2 people in your life who's a friend that you can trust and you love and you have a strong bond with, I want to encourage you, group number 3, to really make that a priority in 2026. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 18 and you're struggling with friendships, or if you're 67 and struggling with friendships. Like, I think it would genuinely be extremely positive for you to seek out friends. Specifically, right, if you're a woman seeking out other women, if you're a man seeking out other men, obviously, like, you can mix it and match if you want, but I just think that being able to have someone who you can relate to, who you identify with, who feels like they are perhaps at a similar stage in their life as you, I think could be really, really helpful. We have the cosmic heart here as well. This is devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Beautiful. We have activated earth, power place, lie lines, trust where you are led. Trust where you are led. I think 2026 is going to be a bit of a journey for you, group 3. I want to say this is feeling very much like a side quest. Like 2026 is a series of a bunch of different side quests, but I think it's a little bit bigger than that. So not the main event, but perhaps events that are leading to the main event. And I feel like you guys are being led in a different direction than what you were intending on in the beginning of this year or this upcoming year. And I just think that your vision for what you think 2026 is going to be is very different than where it's taking you. And I think that that's okay. I feel like that is perhaps even better for some of you. And then the last card, which is very important, and I need you guys to really pay attention to this: water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Do not neglect yourself, group number 3. Do not neglect yourself. You are deserving of love. You're deserving of patience. You're deserving of tenderness. You're deserving of rest. You're deserving of good things. And I don't want you guys to feel like you are undeserving of very basic things. For some of you, there's this like thing in your head of like, I only deserve good if I do good, or I only deserve good if I'm able to accomplish this, or if I'm able to accomplish that. And that is not the truth. You deserve good regardless of the effort or the energy that you have available to put out to external things. I do want to go ahead and get a love message for you guys, because I do feel like this was a rough reading. Can we please get a love message for group number 3? One more. Or 2. Every time I say one more, they always give me 2. Okay. Express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. So feeling confident enough to make the romantic gesture, to put yourself out there romantically, feeling playful when it comes to love, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. We also have let your friends help you. Friendship is going to be so important for 2026 for you guys. Ask and accept support from others. And then last but not least, we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And I want you guys to keep in mind that that may not be the best. I'm sorry to leave this off on this note, but just to go back to our old friend here, this is very intense energy. This is what I would consider a relationship that has a lot of chemistry, that is very passionate, that's exciting, that's fun. But it could also be dangerous. So be careful. That is what I have for you guys. Group number 3. Thank you guys so much for letting me read for you. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you guys so much love. I hope you enjoyed, and that is all I've got. So